along, you two people. Here it is. The abandoned property. An old abandoned house. Let's go on in here and get a little footage, huh? Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Now, a little bit of background about this here property. I believe this property was built somewhere during the turn of the century. According to the way these buildings look, somewhere in the early 1900s. Wow. Look at that, an old planter. I don't know if you guys can see that there in the dark, but there it is, an old planter. It almost looks like they're still using some of this property. Not many people come back up in here, but some, it looks like. And this is definitely kept clean. And look at here, an old barn. Let's go check out the old barn. Look at all the way this property is. All these little trees everywhere. This is just cool. And here it is. This is the old barn. Now in here, I'm sure they kept some animals the way it looks. There's some animals stayed in here. Should we duck in and take a little bit of a look? Oh my. The floor here is about done. It's pretty dark in here. I don't know if you guys can see, but let's get a lower look. My goodness. Might even be some ghosts in here, huh? Ghosties, whoop-oo. Look at that. Ooh, Jesus, this floor. This actually is pretty solid yet. Ooh. It does sound hollow under there. Now what I was looking for is I see a second floor to this, but I don't see any way up there from in here. That's interesting, isn't it? But there is definitely a second floor. Alright, let's take a walk around this thing. See how they used to get up in there. That one I seen the ladder. Oh yeah. Very old. Here's an old corn drying bin. They dried corn in there at one time. Whew, look at that. The way these things were made back in the day. Huh. According to what I'm seeing here, I don't see any way up into that second floor. Ooh, watch out, broken glass and stuff. You gotta be careful in these places. You can hurt yourself for sure. Oh, I think I see a bat. Yeah, for sure. Bat's in the belfry. Cool. Cool. Alright, continuing on with our look-see. Oh, there's another building over there. We got 3 buildings here. This old house. We're actually going to see if it's decent to go into yet here. Wow, look at that. All them old cars and stuff. Here we go, people. A little proof about how old this particular property is. Look at these. Look at these back here. Wow. What is this? An old car. Wow. She's old. Was blue at one time, it looks like. Huh. Sporty little job for the year. Look at that. 6. There's a straight 6 in this particular car. I don't know if you can see that. I want to get down here and see if you can see in there a little bit. See that? The engine's still in there. Straight 6. Look at that old block. My goodness. That's almost too much, people. Almost too much. I want to make sure you're getting a good view of this. Look at that old dash. Look at the floor in this thing. The floor's gone. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's another one over here in the grass. We're going to move on over here. Look at this. This thing's got to be from the 20s. Wow. Oh yeah, that's easily from the 20s. She's been here a long time. Look at that beautiful old car. Oh, it's one of these. Look at that. I know somebody that actually probably buy that from the owners. This property is probably still owned by somebody. Privately owned property, so I'm not going to touch anything or break anything. When I leave this property, it will be as it was when I came. Let's take a look in this old thing. Look at that, the door still works. Look at that old dashboard. Wow. Straight shafted steering wheel. That goes right to the wheels, folks. There's nothing in between. Ain't like it is today with all the hydraulics and electronics running everything. Look at this. Beautiful car. Wow. You know, they really knew how to make them back. This thing was probably made in the 20s or 30s. Oh, some bullet holes in the back of her. I wonder what that's about. Some kids probably target shooting the thing. Poor car. Oh, gas tank in the rear. The exhaust pipe. Very interesting. All still here. And this thing was made in the 20s. That's how well things were made back then. Something made from the... something this old today wouldn't even look this good. That's what we got here. We got another outbuilding. It's a little cabin. Oh my Lord, look at this thing. What is this? Holy shit, they're holding the whole thing up with a couple of branches in here. Wow. I suppose I should hold my tongue a little bit, huh? But I never said this was going to be for children. Although I should make it PG so everybody can watch. From now on, I'll try to hold my tongue a little bit, folks. No more cursing. All right. Anyways, that is cool. Should I try it? Should we step into this building and see the inside from the inside? Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm going to put my camera up here, the upstairs. There it is, folks. I have this falling down old, and this was a house at one time. I'm positive of it. Or maybe this is just an old barn. I cannot quite really tell. It might be an old garage also. Could very well be an old garage. Look at that old mortar up in between the boards. Huh. They haven't done that since the turn of the century for sure. Gives you a little bit of period of how old this building really is. It is old. I bet you this building's 100 or better years old. All right.